Hello, everyone.
Good day. I was going to say good morning, but it's kind of like
It's
middle
like
of the day
afternoon
already.
for us. Yes, we're here, and the triple digits are upon us. It is summer.
I know.
And we have been talking for
Yes,
quite a while.
collaborating. This has
Yes.
been kind of a couple of months conversation,
Actually,
actually.
yeah, probably 6 months to be exact.
Collaboration, inspiration.
Pictures, videos.
Yes.
What do you think about this?
Yes.
So we have some big changes in store today, and in fact, as of 5 minutes ago, I was not sure if I was going to go for it.
Yes, I feel as though I was part of that combo, but I feel like it's time to just go for it.
We're just going to go for it. So we're not going to disclose
I was saying,
exactly what we're
is
going
it?
for.
Yeah.
Big color changes
Yes.
and a few cut changes.
Yes.
So yeah, we're just going to go along the way. We're going to dive right in here,
Yep.
and she'll explain a little bit. We're using some different products
Definitely,
today.
which is good. So always try to, it's good for me to, sharpen my tools, if you will. So I like that.
Test out new things.
Yep, so we're going to get right in there and get going.
So you better pay attention. Watch all along the way because the changes are coming.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to very quickly introduce you to my camera person because I get asked all the time, who is my camera person?
Hello, her name's Shirley. For real, this is like every time.
This is how it is.
So I never knew the ability of a selfie stick.
Right.
It actually works quite well. If
Yeah.
need be.
Especially when I hold it like way out here. So if I don't get the right angle, I'm sorry, but I do the best I can.
Right. We're painting something.
This is new. I feel so messy when I
know,
do it, but
right?
it's okay.
New for us.
So we are going to be going, I'm just going to say, a little lighter on her. Yes, and we were kind of nervous about it, but what isn't nervous? With color change, it's always a bit nervous.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it at this point.
Yeah. It's a lot less work for her.
Yeah, it kind of is. Except for the only part that I gotta go through is weave. I gotta go through. You definitely will feel like that's what I'm kind of interested to see with this lightener.
Yeah.
Is here's the thing, I will do my best to we're doing your roots only, but then obviously I gotta go through and weave the old dark.
Oh, right.
So you're bound to touch other colors.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of interested to see how well it does. And then that'll determine how short we have to do. Just kidding.
You see the clippers come out and the
What
buzz.
type of a Pixie we're gonna be doing?
Yeah, we're doing the color and then we're going to figure out the cut.
We're gonna talk about haircuts after we figure out the chemical cut.
I just, right?
I'm just kidding. That's not the goal.
Could be a little view.
Oh yeah. So you guys, we're doing. I'm actually going to be doing. Today I'm using Schwarzkopf Blondme with the bonders. It has possibly 9 levels of lift. I am not going to lie. This is the third time I've used this lightener. Actually, I did do it on the scalp yesterday, but she didn't have any irritation, but she was definitely not near as dark as the Sharaleesboxofchocolates. So, on a good note, so far she's not asking for a comb.
No. No, we're good.
In other words, she's not itching for anybody on the scalp. So I did just use 20 volume with this lightener. I'm going to, for sure, I'm counting on a second time. So Shirley is for sure like a 4 or 5, and she normally takes me like quite a high volume in the foil. So I'm anticipating to have to do this again. So I will be super shocked if I don't have to. But that would be a delight.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Be like,
I'm always
hey,
into
get off
surprises.
early. We go home early.
Yeah, right. We didn't clip her bottom yet, only because I just wanted to get the color on all together, and then we're gonna kind of go from there afterwards. So
Yeah, we can't reveal all of our secrets
Yes.
all at once, right?
yes, so we're gonna be doing. It'll be kind of fun. It's gonna be a little bit of an experiment for us. We're debating. Do we go all the way? And here we are. I guess we could say this is the all the way.
This is all the way. Yeah.
Part of my reason for encouraging Shirley to just kind of do it, so whether people love it or not, is that she tends to show me photos that have people who are mostly like, they have done their all the way moment. And I feel like if you don't do it, you don't know. So even if we just did really, really blonde, highlighting all through the top, and we get a really light, if that bottom is still dark, I feel like we're still going to be wondering, should we have done the bottom? So here we are.
Here we are. We're going for it.
Yeah.
You know, hair, the good thing about it, it grows back.
Right.
Grows out. And there's also other colors that you can put on.
You remember all these things she said, and it grows out, remember?
Just like, remember that in 2 hours.
Yeah, right. When she, the first step may not be so blonde. So I was like,
If you see me disappear from you,
I did tell her she has to wait with it for like a week or two,
Yeah.
possibly.
there's a wig shop here.
I am sure. Yeah, right. There you go. On to the next.
There we go. Smell the bleach.
It smells pretty good, actually.
It
I'm not gonna
does.
lie.
It smells clean.
It does. Nice little, I don't know if we call this organic. Probably not.
Yes, right. Right.
So I'm just applying mostly to her regrowth now. Actually, we're almost done with that, but I will then go through the pieces where we have there. It's just basically the dark that's left from when I'm not weaving. So that's kind of where we're at. It is lifting nicely. I'm pretty happy with the progress in the back.
Yay.
Definitely be a little bit of an interim. That's a little scary, but that's okay.
I like to live on the wild.
That's for sure.
The adventurous side.
That's right. And I always, I told Shirley, whenever you do a big change, you need to have plenty of time. So we've got nothing but time today.
It was very kind to block out a
Yeah.
huge chunk of time for me.
Yes. I knew in this kind of moment, I didn't need to be really rushed. You know what I mean?
Like, hurry, hurry, hurry.
Yeah, no, you can't hurry.
You can't hurry the hair.
Hurry processing time, especially when it's like a low and slow type model, we'll call it.
We have hope.
There's hope. She's looking. What does hope mean? That means that I'm not seeing as much orange. I'm seeing quite a bit of yellow on her roots, which is exciting for a hairdresser, as well as the end result for the client.
Right?
But no, we're looking pretty good, and I'm just going through reapplying here, giving her extra saturation, and then we'll probably let her just keep cooking for a bit. The back here is always like, as most hairdressers know, we're the darkest. So as she and I were just saying, it's like this is the dark hole. So it's looking promising at this light. So I'm game planning for a second application. I'm kind of guessing it mostly will be on her roots, if anything, or maybe even just some on her ends. It might, and it probably won't have to sit as long if we continue to grow or process as light as it's going, because it's looking pretty good. Pretty content.
Yay.
I might have a new, enlightened moment in my day. Literally enlightened moment. Yeah, right.
This
is the look.
thumbnail.
It's cute.
We should,
Tiny bubbles. All right, so we're gonna say step one. We're not done, okay? So, are you ready? 2, 1.
Look at that.
It's a little crazy. Actually, she lifted quite well with this new product, which I'm happy to see. We are going to be applying one more time. You can see, so it's very common for Lightener to her regrowth. Actually, looks really good. If this was all the same on her ends, I probably wouldn't relighten her one more time. But I'm actually going to go through and relighten some of the ends first, and then I'll put it back on, like, see through here, just where the length is. And actually, this is not. This was not artificial color. This is actually her natural. She's just really dark. So, but I will say, on a good note, the integrity of her hair actually feels really good. So I would like to maintain that. You know,
We want to
I
have
didn't
some.
lose any hair.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's fine.
Like pulling out, yeah, like a handful of hair. Not like the nightmare.
Now that wouldn't be everybody. So
Right.
I'm gonna preface that. My gosh.
Right. She knows my hair. She knows it well.
Right. And if someone do not try this at home, but
A little caption along
yeah, that's serious.
Not try this at home. Professionals only.
Yeah, exactly. So again, I will start her in the in the crown, and again, I'll probably just put mostly kind of from like her like mid up, and she's actually wet, so it'll go a little slower just because she'll dry quickly anyways. I'm just gonna kind of take and not apply directly onto the scalp just yet. Kind of get the all over application going, and then I'll go back and do it on her roots because her regrowth is looking great. Like I would leave it if I didn't have, you know, this audience.
She would say, it's good, Matt.
See you later. So you guys are helping me to be a little bit more of a perfection.
Yeah.
No, we're Shirley and I were chatting about there are so many, particularly I see the younger boys going for this actually bleached out look right now. And we were kind of laughing because there's a lot of really good ones, but unfortunately there's a lot of bad ones too. And so I was telling her I don't want her to be one of those. Kind of like my shirt, not the gold.
Yeah, yeah. Gold to match her shirt.
Yeah. But I do kind of enjoy that. I've seen this. It kind of reminds me a bit of my like high school era. I feel like that's what's going on.
It's true. Oh my goodness. Yes.
So in all blue based lighteners, they can be in a good way to help control the warmth. So that's great. So before taking her off, although we could see a little bit of discoloration, a little yellow going on. Definitely when we lighten, like when it rinse, I could definitely see that. So it's funny because even now putting on the lightener on it, I'm like, oh, it looks really good. But it's that blue in that lightener that's helping that look really good. So
It's color correcting the yellow.
so that would be the next step on Tony.
Yeah.
That's
right.
But I'm going to just put it on those ends first, let that kind of set, and then I will go back and retouch her root area because her roots are looking pretty good. And we don't want the scalp to get any more irritated than it needs to. So,
And by the way, my scalp is actually hanging in there just fine.
yeah, so this is
Like one little itchy spot, and that's about it. So
that's all what it's about. Okay, so here we are, pre-tone. We did end up leaving her on for, probably 35, 40 minutes afterwards. As far as after I applied. I am going to tone her now. We are going to use, you can see she's a great color. Her hair feels actually really good, which that always makes me happy. And I'm going to do, I did 15 cc's or grams of 10 GI. I did 15 of 10 P. And then 10 cc's or grams of 9B. So these are all REDKEN shades. So it's, I was airing a little, I could just make it easy and go 1/3 across the board. She has some pretty white ones in there that I don't want her to grab too purple. So thus the caution on the B.
she's like a scientist, you know. This is very specific.
Yes. It can be.
Yes. It can make the difference between purple or blue
Yes.
or gray.
It
or,
is crazy.
Yeah.
And then another thing too is I'm probably gonna leave like right around her face kind of out just because that will be its own little lightening and brightening here. So. And I'll apply it and then I'll go ahead and comb it all through. And I'm doing my best to just get on her root, kind of the root and the ends, but you know, it gets tricky with short hair. So she has enough warmth that I'm not worried about her becoming too cool because I didn't mix that. That's why I kind of did with the gold and the P. Those are a little bit more translucent and they're a level 10, so they're a little softer, which is what blonde wise we were kind of thinking we wanted to stay geared towards, not as ashy as we have done in the past. So a little softer. little softer summer moment.
Yes. Yes. Still dramatic, nonetheless.
Definitely so. And we will probably, I'm going to watch her, but I am going to probably say it might be a 15-minute tone just because we did such light toners, colors. So I just need them to work their magic in the timing. Trust, what did they tell us, hairdressers? Trust the process.
I'm hearing that a lot lately. Trust the process.
It is very much a thing. I can walk away at times just to trust the process.
Yes. Here we are.
Look at these tired eyes of the journey.
She has been working her fingers to the bone.
It hasn't been that hard, but
And a
with that,
process.
I have a nice little person.
We
And
enjoy
visiting.
spending time together. A lot of time.
Well, a lot of time, but she hasn't seen it yet. So
I haven't seen it yet, so this is going to be live reveal.
It is.
Of course,
Are we
it's wet
ready?
hair.
Oh.
Oh my word.
So it
Love
looks.
it though. It looks soft.
It does look soft, doesn't it?
What a dramatic change from the pre-toner.
Totally. I know.
I mean, it was still light, but
So she'll definitely still have some of that. Actually, in a good way, you'll have a little of the gold tones in
Yeah,
it.
because it gives it a little dimension.
Yeah, I think so
Hey,
too.
we didn't have to do all the work with the foils, and we
No.
still have dimension.
There's a whole lot of chatting forever.
Forever and ever. And she's like, I'm going to go eat lunch. I'm going to go eat dinner.
Yeah,
I'm going to
right.
pull out my mat.
Not
of
dinner,
sleep.
but the makeup starts to
I know. How long does the lipstick last?
You guys get me usually in the morning when I'm a little.
I know, right? Fresher. She's
Aw,
like, at
I
the
like
end of the
it.
day. I
It
like
looks
it
pretty.
too. It's very pretty. Okay,
Very
we
cool.
went from, we were nervous, right?
Yeah.
This was kind of like the first time when you pulled out the clippers on me,
This is true. This is true. And I feel like the now we can just fine tune. And I think we're gonna do a number 2, right, Shirley? And more through our lower half here and then the sides, correct?
That's correct.
And are we gonna leave these? I think we mentioned, like we kind of did this last time, like a little fuller and not go so high.
Yeah.
Right. So just that little bit.
I want her to cut off all of that hard work that she did. So
No.
that's why we're not going up super high.
This is true. She wants to maintain a little bit of that double bleaching for a little bit.
Yeah. That was a lot of work we went through.
Yes.
So it's cut it all off.
It's all in trouble
Like,
from there.
why?
Why do we do all that?
We do all that. So, yeah.
Although I did share with her, moving forward, you'll do more of like that retouch, so it's not as much. It's on anyone. I wish this, I don't want to say I wish it were this easy for someone who was long and wanted to go like platinum.
Right.
But there's so much more concern over maintaining integrity of the hair.
Yeah, right.
Very cute. I love it.
It's always good when the hairstylist
Is
happy
happy
with her work.
Especially a blonde. Oh, they're
Come
going.
on, yes.
Actually, I was thinking about myself. All hairdressers gonna have their like niche, and it should be that way. Like, I mean, some can do a lot, and pretty versatile, but I think we all have our specialty. And I was thinking, what is mine? And I said, blondes and short hair. are
Yeah,
actually pretty
it
much
really
mine.
is. It's your niche.
And it could
totally
be one
is.
long-haired person.
Yeah,
either.
it is.
I'm just gonna use a little, she's got plenty of lift. Are you going home? Yeah. So we're gonna tune her up, but we're not gonna put a ton of stuff in it, only because it's had quite a day, and that way she doesn't have to go home and shampoo it.
Right,
I don't know if you're a shampooer.
No. I'm usually a morning, but I won't have to do it tomorrow.
Right? We're gonna give it tomorrow. We might give
it
it like a rest.
The day off. Yeah, we're gonna go. Okay, you can rest. Oh, it's fun though.
It is.
I
Looks
like
really
it.
good.
It looks really good. Yeah. I
Okay,
like it.
so I am gonna, you felt good, but I am gonna just do a little bit like through here because it is a little thick right through. So when I tend to do like someone either very blonde or like on the scalp blonde or a blonde in the highlights, whatever way, I don't like to use a ton of razoring because their hair is already pretty compromised. So tip of the day, maybe lessen that slightly just because their hair just gets so compromised that it ends up, then it starts doing weird things. Like I've actually cut this corner a little blunt because I can see it's already flipping, and we haven't done anything with heat on that spot, but we don't want her to be dealing with that spot the whole time if I add more to, you know, the razoring and all that. So we'll just kind of soften all this. So without a razor, this is where you need to take some of your own little cuts, but this is more, we're gonna call it intentional cutting. Like I want it to be a bit shattered through here.
I love that. That's good.
So again, like all texturizing, if you can see it well without product, you'll only be able to see it better with product, so. And she's kind of going for a little bit of a, possibly a little bit of a deeper part this time around. Not as spiky.
Right. Yeah. I like it. And yeah, it's full because
Volume.
a lot of
It was
natural.
blown out.
We're getting punchy here.
It's after 5.
It is. Poor Kristen. She's like, I've got children at home.
It's okay. They'll be all right. Hey, we planned. This was in the book, so
Yeah, this
it's okay.
was a long time coming.
And I would never, you know, to be cheesy, I wouldn't rather spend it with anyone else.
Right. I'm her favorite.
Yeah.
Don't be jealous. Well, she's my favorite, so you know, there you go.
We're each other's,
Yeah.
you know, hair besties.
Hair favorites.
There we go.
Yeah, hair besties. That's good. Okay, here we are.
She's a little different. I hope.
Yeah, I think this is the most dramatic. Well, I know it's the most dramatic color change I've ever done.
Yes, I bet I've ever done on you.
That
So
you've ever done on me for sure, and I love it.
She still, I love it too. She still has hair. That's a positive, you know. It's like,
Yes, we were concerned about, you know, chemical haircut. You
yes,
can't control.
and she
but-
actually did not have any. So
No, that's
that is in
really
everybody's case. And again, that kind of is a little bit of just she has super thick hair. So just for future color references, we always say that. But I think it's really truthful when you're bleaching it twice. So
Yes.
But I like it. Looks
It's
pretty.
great, and it, you know, we actually have a little bit of natural dimension still in there.
Yep.
So
There's a little yellow that actually pulled, and then from her
That's
past
very nice.
highlights that were still there, it kind of helped because they kind of balanced out. They're a little extra blonde, and those have a little bit of golden, and so I think the tone between the two looks very nice.
I forewarned my husband. He has a new wife.
Yeah, definitely.
Watch out.
Yeah.
My puppy might
your
not
name?
recognize me.
What's your new name?
Yeah, that's right, Blondie. Here I
Bonnie.
am.
Yeah, she's a little Barbie-esque.
I am. Yeah, exactly. But it's awesome.
You two are all pink.
Right. I do. I'm gonna wear all
That'd be
pink
kind of
tomorrow.
fun.
There we go. All right, we'll give you a 360 at the end, but thanks for coming along.
It's been
Thank
fun.
you, Kristen.
Oh, it's been fun. Thank you.
amazing. We'll all tell her, and it's true. She is the most amazing.
Oh,
so,
it's fine. Thank you.
All right, thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
See you next time. Bye.